Email marketing, probably our favorite, I think. It's the one that I think most translators use on a daily basis. So what you should do is adjust your writing strategy according to your clients. Always remember that the most important thing or person to your client is themselves. So show them how you can be a solution to a problem that they probably don't know they have. Tell them how you will meet their needs, what benefit you can bring to them, what value you can bring to them, and focus on them. So write lots and lots of, use yours, blah, 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 rather than I do this and I do that. But if you have to use the first person, use the singular, not the plural, because it makes it more personal. It shows that you care a little bit more than using a we. Email should be simple, short, easy to read, straight to the point, and should have applied and professional but also friendly tone. And of course, this depends a lot on who your target clients are. And helpful tips, give it a structure, so introduction, body, conclusion, always spell check and make sure that your contact details are in there. You can also do a lot of networking on the web. You can use social media, of course, also forums and other people's blogs and websites. It's very important to keep in touch with your clients and with your colleagues, because you can keep up with industry trends and issues, and this will in turn make your quality a little bit higher. If you're more knowledgeable, you will be able to deliver higher quality. You can find useful tools that can help you in your day-to-day work, such as glossary, for example. You can have some fun, because as freelancer, we mostly work, in the solitude of our homes with just our computers and our cats. So having a little bit of fun with colleagues and clients, why not, can be really helpful. But most of all, you can create a referral network. So for example, if you have a colleague that you've met or a client that you've met in person and you keep in touch online, they might refer you to someone else who needs your services. And this happens a lot. Now, offline tools. Let's start with industry events. This is an industry event, I'd say. But I'm talking about not just translation-related events, but also events and conferences that relate to the industries of your specialisms. There you can meet potential clients, you can learn a lot, and this will have lots and lots of benefits. Of course, not all events and conferences are free of charge, so always evaluate the cost-benefit ratio. If it's expensive and you think it's not going to lead to any business, then it's probably not worth it. But if you think that it can increase your knowledge in a way that can help you find more clients, then why not? It's a good investment. Have a pitch ready, an elevator pitch, but don't try to sell too much. Engage in conversations rather than, a sales call. It's like annoying, like cold calling. Research and plan ahead, so find out who the speakers are, who maybe the participants are, see where you want to go at the event, who you want to speak to, and always bring, of course, business cards and brochures, which are a small investment, but they can do wonders. And those are, of course, marketing tools as well. Trade shows. Oh, trade shows. I hate trade shows. They can be really overwhelming. Lots and lots of stands, lots and lots of people, everyone trying to sell you something, and you're there to sell your services as well. So to make your life easier, just download the exhibitors list first and see who you really want to talk to, who you might want to talk to, and who you're very not interested in, and make kind of a map, a path in the exhibitors list. As I said, plan who you want to meet and maybe arrange some meetings first. As I said, they're all there to sell, and they're probably going to be extra busy trying to sell their products or services to buyers. So if you arrange a meeting, they will at least dedicate those like 5 to 10 minutes to you, because it's arranged and they don't want to look unprofessional. And engage in side activities as well. In some trade shows, you will find some seminars, some networking events, and this is where the exhibitors will be a little bit more relaxed, less focused on selling themselves. So I think it's the best moment to approach them. Networking events. Who likes to network and who hates it? I know I hate it sometimes. I'm quite shy. But try to be proactive. When you're at a networking event, try to find the alone person in the room and speak to them, because they're going to love you forever. They're alone because they're not brave enough to approach someone, so if they get approached, they might be very, very happy to see you. And approach open groups rather than closed groups, because they're going to be more open to you including someone else in the conversation. Always prefer groups of 3s or 5s. 7s is probably a bit too much, but anyway, odd numbers, because there's always going to be someone who speaks and someone who listens, and the third one is there doing nothing, just listening, so they might want someone to speak to themselves. Don't sell. At networking events, the key is to create relationships that can last in time, and they will probably bring to sales, but it doesn't have to be the focus of you being there. Engage in conversations, take an interest, a genuine interest in the person who's in front of you. Talk about, I don't know, football, food, clothing, whatever, but don't go for the hard sell. It's a bit annoying when you're at a networking event and someone comes and says, hey, this is what I do you want to buy my services? Wait. And finally, follow up, and this is applicable to industry events and trade shows as well. Always follow up with an email, because you can easily forget a conversation or someone you've met at a conference if it was a very brief exchange. But if you send them an email saying just, hi, it was really nice to meet you yesterday, we can keep in touch, that will make them remember you. Then explore your local area. London is a hub for pretty much any industry, really. So make sure that local businesses in your area know that you're there. They might be clients, why not? So just go around in shops and offices, if you're allowed into offices, and bring your business cards or brochures, try to get meetings, appointments with them, speak to them, because it might be an exchange. You might need them and they might need you in the future. Also, check if your council has any resources such as business advice clinics, business support, online help, a hotline, something like that, because it can make you in contact with lots and lots of businesses in your local area. And there are usually networking events going on as well, meetings among business owners in local areas, so that can be a really good way to be known in your local area. And also, check out if your library has some business support. So for example, I live in Ilford, and Redbridge Library has a business desk, and they organize lots of events, lots of talks, seminars, networking events. They have kind of a hot desk space where you can go and work, and there's free Wi-Fi, there's a cafe. That's a great way to get known by other people in your local area. And some final thoughts and tips. I said free marketing tools, but actually they're not free. Nothing is free, because if you invest time, you're going to invest a limited and valuable resource. So never waste it. As I said before, track your efforts, evaluate, invest time if it's working, and ditch it if it's not, because it's not worth it to waste your time on something that's not working. Evaluate if something's worth your time, keep track of all your activities and measure their effectiveness. So your objectives, always have your objectives in mind. Have them in writing, have them on a notebook, on your computer, on a blackboard at your place, but always keep those objectives in mind, because they will dictate the metrics that you need to use to see whether something that you're doing is effective or not. Constantly adjust and perfect your strategy according to what is working and what is not. And if it's something is not working for you, just stop doing it. No regrets, no strings attached. And finally, plan ahead. And this could be as serious as having a business plan and a marketing plan, or just having a to-do list for the day or the week or the month. And have your goals in mind. As I said, have them always here, always never lose sight of your objectives, because the objectives are the thing that drive your strategy, your activities, your thoughts, and finally that will bring you results. Thank you very much for your attention. Are there any questions?